My ambitious and responsible Capricorn friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. And Capricorn, if you pause for a moment, you might notice a subtle ache that's been lingering beneath your drive. It's that familiar pressure to hold everything together, to be sure-footed even as the ground quietly shifts beneath you. There's a quiet question at the edge of your thoughts, whether what you're offering is enough, whether the connections around you truly see the depth of your effort. This week, there is a sense of yearning for recognition, but also a hesitancy to ask for it. You might catch yourself scanning the horizon for signs that your dedication has been received, feeling both self-sufficient and quietly hungry for a moment of ease, a release from holding it all. There's a kind of tension in your chest, a blend of anticipation and restraint, as if you're waiting for the right moment to breathe out, to let yourself be seen without needing to prove anything. Underneath the steady exterior, there is a gentle wish for celebration, for simple shared joy, for the quiet certainty that you belong. This week, the energy of the magician rises within you, not as a grand performance but as a subtle current. You're aware of the tools at your disposal, the resources you've gathered with patience. There's a sense that you are on the verge of weaving something new from what's already present in your life, but the process is tender, almost cautious. The magician's presence in your inner world is not about dazzling others, it's about claiming your own agency in understated practical ways. You may feel a pulse of quiet confidence, mixed with uncertainty about how visible you want your intentions to be. You recognize the beginnings of momentum, a desire to shift from holding back to letting your energy flow outward. Yet there's an undercurrent of vulnerability. You sense that taking initiative, even in small ways, opens you up to being seen and perhaps to being misunderstood. Old patterns of self-sufficiency whisper that it's safer to rely only on yourself. Still, something in you leans forward, curious about what might unfold if you trust your own competence, if you act without demanding applause. There's also a subtle friction in how you communicate this week. You may find yourself carefully choosing words, weighing how much of your inner process to share. You want to be clear but not exposed. The magician inside you is both the architect and the gatekeeper, ready to shape your world but selective about which doors to open. This internal state is not static. It's alive, pulsing with possibility, as you weigh the risks and rewards of stepping forward just a little more fully. As this quiet confidence stirs, it naturally shapes the path ahead. The movement from inner preparation to outer expression feels delicate, almost like testing the waters after a long winter. It's as though your willingness to trust your abilities creates a subtle shift in the environment, inviting new opportunities and challenges to meet you. The tension between wanting to remain protected and feeling the urge to emerge becomes the very ground where the week's experiences will unfold. The energy you hold inside begins to ripple outward, drawing responses from the world around you. The 4 of Wands colors your path this week, bringing into focus the pressures and invitations of connection. There's a gentle momentum building toward celebration and shared stability, but it's not without its complications. You might notice invitations to come together with others, whether in work, friendship, or home life, each carrying its own expectations and unspoken rules. There's a subtle pressure to participate, to show up, to contribute to the sense of belonging that others seem to crave as much as you do. The friction here is not loud, but it's real. You may feel the tug between wanting to maintain your independence and the longing to join in. There are moments when the idea of letting your guard down, even for a brief gathering or simple conversation, feels both attractive and risky. The Four of Wands is less about grand celebrations and more about the small rituals that create meaning: shared meals, a laugh with someone who understands, the satisfaction of a task completed together. You might notice that structure and spontaneity are both in play. Plans could shift at the last minute, or you may find yourself called to adapt, to meet others where they are rather than holding strictly to your own agenda. This can create a subtle tension, especially when you're used to steering the ship. The week asks you to find a balance between contributing your unique skills and allowing space for others to bring theirs. There's an invitation to recognize the value in collaboration, even if it means loosening your grip just a little. The path is marked by moments of recognition, both giving and receiving. You may feel seen in unexpected ways, or you may see others more clearly, noticing the quiet ways you support each other. Yet this recognition is not always comfortable. It can stir old doubts about whether you truly fit, whether your efforts are enough. The interplay of vulnerability and stability is a living tension, asking you to return again and again to your own sense of groundedness. Through these small, shared moments, the week moves forward, shaped by your willingness to engage, to celebrate, and to risk being part of something larger than yourself. Your potential this week is not handed to you. It unfolds as you choose to meet these moments with presence. It's clear that simply moving through the motions won't open the door. The possibility for real fulfillment is woven into how consciously you show up for yourself and others. If you lean into the discomfort, if you allow yourself to be affected by both the joys and the awkwardness of connection, the week reveals deeper meaning. The Ten of Cups glimmers on the horizon, not as a prize, but as an invitation. This energy does not guarantee happiness or completion. It simply opens the door to a sense of emotional wholeness that is available when you allow yourself to be changed by your connections. Growth here looks like letting the barriers soften, even if just a little. It's about noticing the small, ordinary moments, a shared smile, a word of appreciation, the quiet satisfaction of knowing you contributed to someone else's ease. The invitation is subtle but powerful, to participate fully in your own life, to recognize the ways you already belong, and to let gratitude surface in simple ways. There's a chance to see how your strengths and vulnerabilities are both part of what makes your presence meaningful to others. You may glimpse a deeper contentment, not because everything is perfect, but because you allowed yourself to be present, to be touched by the world around you. The experience of fulfillment arrives not from achieving, but from connecting, from letting yourself be known and knowing others in return. As the week weaves itself together, you may notice how the quiet agency of the magician has shaped each choice, each interaction. The resourcefulness you carry within has gently guided your steps, opening the way for more authentic engagement. The Four of Wands reminds you that belonging is not found in isolation, but in the shared rhythms of daily life, the small celebrations and moments of support that build real stability. And the Ten of Cups, shimmering at the edges, offers the possibility of deeper satisfaction, gently inviting you to soften into the wholeness that comes from being connected, seen, and appreciated just as you are. There is no need to force resolution. The week's journey is not about proving your worth or reaching some final milestone. Instead, it's a gentle unfolding, a chance to notice how your presence shapes the world around you, how your willingness to show up, however imperfectly, makes room for joy. Let yourself rest in the knowledge that you are both capable and worthy, both independent and deeply connected. In this space, tension gives way to quiet reassurance, and you find yourself at home in your own life, just as it is. Actionable insights for Capricorn this week. You might try sharing one small truth about how you feel with someone you trust. If the moment feels right, Let yourself enjoy a simple pleasure with no agenda. You could notice the ways your effort quietly supports others and allow that to feel enough. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I recognize the steady ground beneath me. My presence shapes moments, even when I am quiet. I let myself be seen, one breath at a time. This week I belong to myself and those I cherish. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.